Today is not my day, guys. I just crashed my scooter. Luckily, the mask kind of protected me, I guess. Raining and I'm like soaking wet and like covered in mud. Luckily, I have my helmet on. Okay guys, I wanted to sit down and make a video about today as it was a bit of a nightmare. So this morning I went out for breakfast, just to get some street food actually, and it was raining, and on my way home, I was on my scooter, driving my scooter, and I braked too hard just before a speed bump. I went flying off my bike landed on top of me. The first thing I hit was my chin. I was wearing a helmet and I had a mask on. I hit my chin, scratched my arm, really banged up my knee. I banged up my knee, it's all swollen and disgusting. Yeah, so quite an eventful morning. So I was obviously in shock. I was scared. I wasn't sure how injured I was. I was like calling my dad, calling my friends, trying to be like, what should I do? Should I go to hospital? So eventually my friend came and got me. I came back home. I cleaned up. My clothes were covered in mud. I was soaking wet. I had blood everywhere. So I actually took a quick shower to clean everything off briefly. And then I decided that yes, I should probably go to the hospital because I had hit my head pretty hard and my knee is very swollen, and honestly just everything was bleeding and I looked a mess. So I went to CostaMed, which is sort of, I would say, like a private clinic, kind of like an expat hospital. You know, they speak English, but it's a little bit more expensive. So I went to CostaMed and I think I was waiting about an hour. So I finally got to see the doctor. That was a fly. And he asked me so many questions. Like, it was almost ridiculous how many questions he was asking me. Like, asking me just like, oh, like, how much beer do you drink? How many beers do you drink a week? When was the last time you had your period? Do you have any, like, medical problems in your family? Some of the questions obviously normal, but some of them were just like, it seemed a bit mad to me. They weighed me. They took my height and my weight. Obviously did my blood pressure. But obviously I said, look, these are the injuries and I want to get cleaned up and maybe get maybe an x-ray on my knee if he felt that was needed. And then just wasn't really sure about my chin, whether maybe I would need stitches or something. So after sitting with him for like 10 or 15 minutes, he says, okay, I'm going to leave the room now. And then the finance guy is going to come in because they're separate. I'm the doctor, they're the finance. So I'm like, what is this? Like, just seemed really strange that like the doctor couldn't tell me what he was going to charge. So he said I needed stitches. I was going to need 2 stitches in my chin and that the surgeons on site could do it, but it was like different and that the finance guy was going to tell me how much it would cost. So the doctor leaves the room. I wait like 5 or 10 minutes and then this finance guy comes in and he tells me that I'm going to have to give my credit card and put down a $2,500 US deposit just to get 2 stitches in my chin in Mexico. Like in Ireland, that would probably cost like €100. You can get an x-ray for like 100 to 120 euro in Ireland. So I was like, what is happening? This is crazy. So I wasn't willing to put $2,500 on my credit card without knowing how much it was actually going to cost me in total. So I said, how much is this going to cost? Like, you know, I've seen the doctor, I get it. You have to clean my wounds and then you need to give me 2 stitches. How much is it going to cost? And he said, oh, we don't know. We can't tell you how much it will cost. We won't know till the end. But if it's less than 2,500, then you'll get some of your deposit back. If it's more, you'll have to pay more. And I said, there's no way in hell it could cost $2,500 if all I'm getting is 2 stitches in my chin. So I said, I'm not willing to pay that on my credit card until you tell me exactly how much it's cost. He is like, we can't tell you. We don't know how much it's going to tell you. So I was like, this is ridiculous. I've never encountered this before where you can't tell me what I'm going to have to pay for a pretty simple operation, a procedure. So in the end, I said, well, I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to pay $2,500. I will go somewhere else. So they make this really long form and they make me sign all of these forms saying that it was the patient's decision to go against medical advice, to go against the advice of the medical professionals. And then I was like a little bit upset because my wounds were still dirty. Obviously, I was in pain. Both my arms are sore. My leg was sore. I felt like the doctor did feel a bit sorry for me. He said, like, I'm really sorry. It's just the way it works here. It's like a private medical clinic. We're kind of here to make money, and that I don't have anything to do with the finance, so I can't really do anything about it. So he disappears. He comes back in for like a minute or two. He said, no, there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. Unless you give the deposit, we can't even clean your wounds. So I just walk out of there. They still make me pay like over €50 just to have seen the doctor and for him to tell me, oh, we can't tell you how much we're going to charge you. So I pay my money and I get out of there. And then, yeah, I told my friends and I got a lot more recommendations for other doctors. So I came back here and my friend, my housemate, helped to sort of clean up my wounds. We put bandages and plasters. I went to the pharmacy, got like antiseptic and sterilization, just so obviously there won't be any infections. Whew. But then I got a contact for another doctor, Dr. Duprat here in Tulum. So I just sent him WhatsApp messages, told him about my chin. It won't stop bleeding. Let's see if I can show you, you know. Yeah, so I keep changing this, but it won't stop bleeding. And I think it does probably need the stitches, but I wasn't going to pay like thousands of dollars for them. So I messaged Dr. Duprat. He said it's probably going to cost maybe 6,000 pesos, which is only about €200, €240 maximum, he said. So he said he can come, I can go and see him at 6 p.m. in his clinic in Tulum Centro, which is where I'm going right now. So I will update you guys later. Hopefully I won't have this big ugly bandage on my face and I will be in better condition than I am right now. So I'm here at the doctor's, Dr. Duprat, but it's very much locked and closed. He told me to come at 6, so maybe he's on his way. Maybe he's at the dentist. Okay guys, so I'm finally back from the doctor yet again, and as you can see a little bit, I have finally got the stitches. So the doctor ended up doing 4 different stitches, or 4 pretty small stitches. He did 3 and then he said that he was worried it would still open, so he did like 1 more. The total bill, including him like writing a prescription for me, cleaning the wound and doing the stitches, came to 7,000 pesos, which is almost €300, I think, about €300. So I'm hoping I can claim some of that back on insurance. I'm going to make a claim now tonight and I guess I will update you guys. But yeah, very stressful day. I definitely need some sleep. So I'm just going online to Safety Wing, which is my travel insurance provider, and I'm just trying to see if they will cover me if I've had a scooter or moped accident. So I'm just scrolling down to the right part here. Am I covered for moped, scooter accidents? Yes, as long as the accident does not fall under any exclusions, such as exclusions for racing and intoxication. So it looks like I'm okay and I'm going to start my claim process. This is not actually my first time claiming under Nomad Insurance, as I also had to claim in Bali when I had to leave due to coronavirus. So I think I just need to fill out this form, send it away, and fingers crossed I get some of my money back. Okay, a little update from me this morning. Both of my arms are very stiff, I guess, from whatever sort of impact I got from the scooter accident. It's actually 2 days later now that I'm uploading this. I've taken the bandage off my chin. I don't know if you can see, I have 4 little stitches in my chin. Try not to stretch my neck too much because I need to be careful. Yes, my knee is still very swollen. Looks kind of like there's a golf ball in there. But I'm feeling a lot better, very rested, definitely stiff, sore, bruised, and I was told next Friday I can go and get these stitches taken out. So I know this was a bit of a random video. I just wanted to share what my experience was like going to the hospital and going to a doctor here in Tulum in case anyone else is going through this. Now obviously if you have travel insurance and you know for a fact that they will cover you, handing over your credit card isn't going to be as stressful. But if you're a little bit worried that your travel insurance isn't going to cover you, then that's when it becomes a little bit more stressful because you're not really sure if you're going to have to be out of pocket for $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000, which is quite a lot. So yeah, I think it all ended pretty well in the end. It could have been a lot worse and life goes on. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more videos about my life here in Tulum, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Thank you.